perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. The Cowboys at 9-2 to start play. And they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Harvey now on first and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here. Purdy. Short throw. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. And he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Bush. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Hyatt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. On his loop for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Get set, get set. 18.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That's over the middle, taken in by Horton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Check out.
Back to throw. Bush. the 30. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 31.
Out of the gun, they go with Harden.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Here's second and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here now, third and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Push. It's caught by Sanders.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Torrey Horton, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Commanders, nothing. Tiger Blue set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Pushing his way through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Reek Willing.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Bush. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Bush.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
The gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Go! 60, 40, 70.
Back to throw. Bush.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Take down. 30
extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
A gain of 15. And the Commanders' first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. Down the left sideline.
That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Out of the gun, a run with Purdy.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Bush.
Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it through. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That one caught. It's Horton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Nick Scorton in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead.
Point after, right down the middle.
And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Up the middle, it's Harvey.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This 2nd and 4. Once more with Harvey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, take go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bush. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Able to slither by. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes the tackle for a loss.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24.
Commanders 14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready, go!
Back to throw. Bush. That's to the running back arch. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
This
16
offensive game
yards.
plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless?
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Outside. 18, watch out.
Throwing on second and long. Purdy got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Right side, he has Johnston.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On the ground, it's Hardy to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. To the left side, looked in by Horton.
20! And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the give, it's Hardy.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Cougar 19, 19 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Bush. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Pulled in at the 24. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. gets set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you, Toad.
Oh, he sheds himself free. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jay Harvey with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Commanders 14. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Get set, get set. 18.
Play action. Now Purdy. Now a deep one for Johnston.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Quentin Johnston.
53 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The kick is good.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and they tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 47.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
taking a shot for Dell here. Oh, had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throws out wide, and Johnston reels it in.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Purdy looking to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Purdy from the gun.
And got his man complete.
Down to the 10.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 20.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, shot. 6.
On the handoff, Harvey.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Complete right side to Hyatt. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Push.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A 61-yard attempt.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back. After this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down, Commanders.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jamison Williams.
69 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that crispness back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Let's go.
2nd and 5.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
R.J. Harvey.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He gets it to Johnston.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up third down.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's got this to Williams, complete.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Brock Bowers.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Commanders 42.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, tackle. Liking 18. Go.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas,